Hi guys, Bolt here once again. We finally have some footage of the brand new map called Airport. It's gonna be a ton of fun. Now I am going to do the first video this way as a replay commentary, just so that we can kind of appreciate the map a little bit. Because it is really interesting. It's really interesting. So just zooming all the way out, we have the giant airport here. We have some like urban areas. Mainly like industrial areas, as you can see, but even in like the container field here just looks amazing. The quality of it. But we have like this kind of area, I don't know, water purification plant or something like that. Looks absolutely stunning as well. I just really like the kind of the details that they put in. Even a door there. What is that? Oh yeah, there's like crashed airplanes on the airport itself. Or on the airstrip itself. Kind of reminds me of Arma 2 DayZ, to be honest. Look at that. Looks really good. There's some like the ATC over here. Oops. It's really scenic. I do definitely appreciate the work that they put in creating nice maps like this. So I will try to zoom in quite a bit throughout this match. I will be taking the right side here on this map. So in terms of zones, this was the first time I played on this map, by the way. So in terms of spawns, you spawn this way. Okay. But you kind of play it this way. Kind of interesting to think about it. Because, yeah, I don't know. It kind of feels more natural to play it this way, kind of like Cyrus. You have your left flank here that you want to protect. Then you kind of contest this area here. Then you defend on the right side. If you play it kind of this way, a little bit different, but yeah, I don't know, I'm just talking, I'm just being weird right now, okay? I'm just excited to show off this new map, and yours truly is going to play as a 39. There were some huge changes lately that increased the accuracy on the BMP3's ATGMs. So you do see that I'm just buying a lot of Conquerors here. Basically, I'm going for a really defensive setup in the beginning. Just to, you know, first of all, learn the map and stuff. But yeah, among the changes, which I will detail in a separate video, there were some really interesting changes. Look at the accuracy on this 2800 meter range ATGM on the BMP3. Not to mention that these are fast AF. Okay, so the BMP3 is actually now really good. It kind of felt a little bit underpowered because of the low accuracy. It was like 40% or something like that on this ATGM. So that really makes me a happy person. But other than that, yeah, there were some smaller changes like price decrease, increase for tanks, accuracy buff for autocannons, 5% accuracy. So you can already guess that the 5th Blind Day with all the autocannon tanks are going to be really good now. We'll have to wait and see here. So anyways, so the beginning strategy here for me on the right side is to basically get recon there, recon here, but also ATGMs in all of these forward areas or forward positions. And besides that, we also have a couple of Strela ones. These are nice and fast. We're basically moving one to each kind of zone that we have. And yeah, the BMP3s are mainly going into, well, together with the recon and ATGMs to the front line. And we have an MI8 going to the right. So let's just put it in neutral here, just so that we know kind of what's going on. We have Zeke and Mr. Kebab going for the middle. So, is it Loki or Mr. Kebabu? I'm not quite sure exactly where people were going here. We'll just have to look at that. But yeah, we got Loki kind of going for the Delta Gulf, so the airstrip itself. Definitely looks just gorgeous. And then we have Zeke that is going a little bit further left. And then we have Mr. Kebabu going to the far left, control this area and contest Alpha. So you have a little bit of everything here. You have kind of a more, you know, CQC urban area over here with some high rises, which are amazing for ATGMs. I mean, look at the line of sight on that one. And then you have kind of an open slash, you know, yeah, kind of an open area here. You have a forest, hilly area on the right side, but also with open spaces. And you have a really intense CQC forest fight zone on the left. We're gonna just put it on neutral. I was very overestimating where the enemy would be at any given moment on the right side. As you can see, we have Mr. Azad with Marders and M48s loaded up to the rim, going to the right side. I'm gonna let him basically take Fox and just set up a good defensive position there. And we'll see how that goes. So we have Eric versus Mr. Zeke. Mi-24s are on literally 1 HP each, so I don't know how they survived all that. Oh, there goes one of them to a sniper. Okay. That is some shooter scene. You guys know that movie? Not the newest versions, but the older ones. So yeah, we got Eric and Zeke also fighting it out in here in the middle. We just got some Resvetkas. D44 going at it. Also firing at the infantry, which is interesting. He also has some units on the right side here. Now over here, we spot Mr. Jacobite's helicopter command. I think he was just trying to quickly cap these zones, which we're going to deny with the Strela 1. 242 on that one. And we have Mr. Loki helicopter there. And we do have our own command going in for the right side. But yeah, so whenever you're not really sure where to go on these maps, try to kind of identify where the line of contact will be. So if I twist it like this, the line of contact will be like around here. I want to play it nice and safe, right? So I'm just setting up defensive positions here. We got Moto Strelakis, we got ATGM squads, we have BMP3s just chilling, and Conkers at literally every corner of the map. And we have some Sapries and Moto Strelakis holding in the forest. Basically, my plan is to help Mr. Loki push up over here. There really isn't anything in this sector. Okay. But over here, the fight is quite intense. For the airstrip itself, we got the airborne 82nd, I'm guessing. Yeah, we got the 82nd from Eric. Doing a pretty good job, especially with the TOW2s, but kind of a poor line of sight. You would have thought that... You would think that the ATC would have a better line of sight, but it's not. Maybe not the best. No, actually, that is coded right. Yeah. Yeah, that works really nicely. Let's see what's going on the left side here. Speak with the Metis, launching at a Brad. Wow, okay, that actually hit. Metis team's actually doing pretty good. Now on the far left, we, as I said, have the forest fight. Loki's Su-27s come in. Very nice. Being supported by the MiG-29 here. Su-27 survives. Rolands are now on the reload, but they do get shot down by the Stingers, Chaparrals, and PVADs. That is a little bit rough to fly over for sure. But that looks interesting. ADB versus Panzer Grenadiers. Only a Carl Gustav. Not gonna do the most amount of damage. 16. And the cool thing about tanks nowadays is if you have a tank that has ERA, Explosive Reactive Armor, it has more HP. It now has 12 HP. And I would love to show you if I had a tank that was already purchased here. But we'll look into that at some... So that's really cool. So tanks, where you see those square blocks on the tanks, those basically explode on impact and neutralize or try to neutralize the incoming projectile before it actually does any damage to the main hull of the tank. At least that's what my understanding is of that. Oh, really good TDB ATGM hit there. Only 45% accuracy, but they're good. Losing an Su-27, so it's just all over the place. Main action is kind of over here right now. Right side is going to be calm for quite some time. We got Zeke and Jacobite just going at it. Let me see, Zeke here is playing as 35th. Jacobite is playing as the 3rd Armored. But as you can see, like, the enemy is far ahead. About 570 some points. So it is definitely not an easy fight so far. Now in terms of airport, kind of looking easy to be honest. It seems like the opponent team really pushed hard on the far left, is focusing heavily there. Meanwhile on the right side, I don't know what Mr. Azad was doing. I guess it's also his first time playing on this map. Definitely was my first time playing on the map. I'm just setting up a really good defensive position. And in the meantime, we are moving in to help on the airstrip. To try to cut off this area. Because if you look at this building, you have a really nice line of sight across resupply route here. So that's what I kind of looked at and decided to push toward. An ATGM will actually reach that. So this line here is 2500 and the last line. I will reach all the way up to the forest with my ATGMs. Almost up to the forest. Another Su-27 lost on the left. I really wouldn't recommend moving more airplanes there. We have some Metis teams pushing up. Ooh, Leopard 2A3 getting hit and stunned by the Metis. Also getting fired at by the T80. Yeah, good call to smoke that off. The Milan 2 would have probably destroyed that if it hit. Oh, here we go. Eagle just flying all over Singular Strela 10. No other AA on the left side, apart from an Igla. That's not really gonna do too much. Panzer Grenadier Command is spotted. Taking some shots now. Wave 3 is basically back to full HP. That's kind of rough. And that T80. Look over to the right side here. We're trying to do a pincer move here. I'm trying to keep it kind of zoomed in too. But we're basically trying to move manpads, ATGMs, recon towards the airstrip to move up and try to cut them off, because as you can see, that is a really important resupply route. All these units that are going to cross this road here. You're getting RD'd now by double Lars. These are cluster, so that's not really going to do too much. Besides, you know, panicking my infantry a little bit. Other than that, not really. Now over here, we have the BMP and the Conquerors going after the Unimogs that carry Seekerungs. We do hit one of them, which is pretty nice, I believe, with the BMP. That worked out really nicely. Mr. Azad is still way back, but I guess he also thought that I was going to keep pushing, which I'm not. We're just chilling right now. The Conquerors have made it. We have our recon up on the front line. We spot the Parma land there. Definitely not going to be contesting that with a BMP-3. That would be a waste of money. And we have an ATGM going for the Humvee CP, and we do kill it. Just like that, we neutralize the zone with just, you know, thanks to one really well-placed Conquerors. Really beautiful map. We're just going to quickly look over at the left here. And we got some fire teams going at it with the M249s. That's 8 M249s. Firing at this poor Spetsnaz squad. Getting absolutely blasted. Look at that. By all that firepower, that's just nuts. Really beautiful position here with the Metis though. Has a good line of sight, just not the range. The Conquerors unit there would have been better. So Zeke, if you're watching, try to use the high rises with your Conquerors. Mi-24 coming in. Ooh, okay, getting hit by the Avengers, that is a little bit painful. Not getting hit for the second time though, so that is actually nice. Gonna get it out. He did destroy quite a lot of infantry there though, so that is a win for him. Now over here, we spot 2 Leopard 1A5s. Look at that, dude. The MP3s didn't miss a single ATGM right there. Let's see how that goes again for a second time. Yep, one of them hit, and then the Conquerors finished it. The MP3s are super deadly now. I love it. They're expensive too. I mean, 85 points. They better be, man. APCs always kind of felt weak in the game, and it is nice to see some good ones. That is 20 points each, by the way, so we're not just wasting ammunition, we're preventing him from getting a refund. Lost line of sight there. But as you can see, things are about to go down on the right side. All the Martyrs and M48 Horde, together with all the Seekerungs and Panzer Grenadiers, they're moving up. My defense is quite light, since we're mainly focusing on the left side here. You can just tell from the concentration of units. But we do have some tanks now on the right side. We have our T80BV, and if you look at the HP, 12, because it has ERA, because it has these blocks. And basically the way for that Eugen thought was good for making that an actual statistic in the game is by just increasing the HP of these tanks a little bit. So, you know, you don't get like better armor here or whatever. That would be a whole lot of balancing issues and price changes and all that. They just have a little bit more HP, which kind of makes sense. I kind of like it. But right now, things aren't looking good for us. Poor Resvetka is getting absolutely smacked. We did hit that with the Conquerors. I kind of didn't even see that. So the Martyr got clapped by the Conquerors there. Conquerors doing some work right now. On the right side, Modostreliki and Sapri are going to get absolutely blasted. We do get an Su-22 bomber in. Destroy one of them, but get absolutely annihilated by the double Roland 2s and the Gepards. Now our AA is kind of spread out. Unfortunately, we do miss a lot of our shots here as well. Cub missed twice already. Missed everything. Yeah, okay, all of our AA literally missed. What the hell just happened? I don't even know what to tell you guys. But anyways, all the AT gems are doing the Lord's work. Most of the martyrs are dead. Just look at the speed on MP3's AT gem. Just gorgeous. Looking really, really good so far. Back to the airport. Loki is pushing up. I'm just keeping my units here stationary. The amount of units on the left side is absolutely crazy. It's just mayhem all over the place. We're just gonna quickly look over back to the right side for a second here. Man, Eagle finally got hit once by something. Most of our AA did miss though, that was kind of painful. But right now, we have a T62 MV. Now the MV also has ERA, so the HP is 12. That's why I kind of went for this guy. So these lighter tanks are actually useful now. Especially with the 2800, you know, 60% accuracy ATGM. It's deadly. Super good combo of units. We do get an SU-22 seed, but the Gepards somehow aren't really being targeted. Although they are radar. So I guess they were turned off, it just doesn't show here. But good micro if they were turned off. R-182 tries to do some sneakies. Then we get him spotted. There she goes. I believe the BMP-3 might have killed it there. Then we briefly spotted the command. Well, we don't have a recon here, so we lose line of sight again. We get a couple of helicopters, Mi-24 VP. We get it with the MIA to recon. Try to get some eyes on these targets. But we're basically waiting for some. We do have a Uragan that is kind of chilling right now. Reloading. Now let's go back to the left. Airstrip is still going pretty good. Oh, we did have a cluster bomb micro god moment here. I drive actually into it because I noticed most of them are going to our rear. We managed to survive. So we did hit one of them. So in the end we won right there. These guys are on maybe, you know, 3 HP. But just imagine. They didn't have that ERA, they would be down to 1 HP. Okay, that would have been a little bit more dangerous. So that might actually mean, you know, life or death in a lot of situations. Kind of nice. On the left is kind of a standstill. On the far left, it's not looking good for Mr. Kebabu. Kind of getting pushed back. He is still contesting the zone though. That is pretty dang good. Now we got more bombers coming in. Tornado IDS. We do keep micro in our tanks. We notice the bombs are going this way, so we keep moving that way. Try to avoid it. Oh man, that was just gorgeous. You have some supplies here, so we're gonna get these guys fixed up. We did hit one of them. So it's not, you know, they're paying for it, one way or the other. The Gepard 1A1 opening up on the Mi-24, not gonna be good for the Mi-24. I was trying to just go for it. Some of these helicopters. Contain the push. Kind of a panic move for sure. Then we call in the Su-25. We lose line of sight because Gepards have smoke dispensers. And we lose the entire, you know, we just lose. We just do a lot of losing right now. Now the Rolands do have a reload time of 20 seconds after firing both salvos, so that's why I moved in this guy a bit aggressively. At the moment we're also fixing up our tanks. So we're just trying to contain this for the moment. We do have some more infantry coming up. They're gonna go into the forest and try to clear it all the way up there. But yeah, in general it's a really intense fight. Wait, where is the command? Oh, is it in the same building? Yeah. Okay, that was kind of confusing. Oh man, beautiful work. Mi-8 with the rockets. Together with the Mi-24 coming in clutch. Just absolutely annihilating. Look at that. Oh my god. Tell me it killed that. Oh my god, Zeke. That was beautiful. And that did some damage. That destroyed 3 squads and an Apache. Worth every penny right there. But we got our Uragan to fire where the Rolands were. Unfortunately, the Rolands have moved. Kind of a waste of points there. Good micro from Assad. Definitely not a new player. Initially, I thought he was watching the replay, but looking at his gameplay style, definitely. So here, I noticed 2A3 is pointing towards our tanks. We fall back. We move up the BMP3 to try to make it face this guy. Then we move these guys back in. So now it's facing its front to the BMP3. We get a side shot. That guy's on 2 HP. And now it's basically already a win for us. AT gem firing. Didn't hit. Kind of surprising. And there she goes. Perfect. It only cost us a BMP3, but we destroyed a 2A3. So to me, that's a win right there. So we did, you know, we did catch up quite nicely. So, going pretty good. We control the airstrip here. We have the right side of it. Loki's getting some Igla teams over here. I'm basically not really pushing up right now, but noticing that we're basically a standstill on the right side, we do decide to move up some recon to get our AT gems working. And right now we also notice 2 more cluster bombers coming in. Did target the right or the wrong position, so we're gonna get hit a little bit, but thanks to our ERA extra health, we survived that. Now that is a good example of that actually saving us. We would have been on -1 health, basically, if we didn't have that. So thank you, Eugen. Thank you. So yeah, as you can see, we are moving some Motostrelekis up, some Conquerors up. Together with some recon, we have our BMP3s holding back for the moment. This Parmalan still has 4 ATGMs, so it's good that we're a little bit more careful with that. But we're just doing all-out assault at this point. I'm just going to move into this flank and try to push them out of that area. F-111F Napalmer coming in. AA is kind of weak over here. These manpads aren't unloaded yet, so we get to fire at it. We do get our artillery to fire at the Milan team there, though. That guy needs to go. Let's see if this ATGM hits. Please do. Nope. Got an A-10 coming in. All of our EAs kind of out of ammo, which is a little bit problematic. But luckily, we destroy the commands before it destroys our recon. That was really, really good. Dude actually hit that. Was that my planes? Yeah, my 2 SU-27s quickly moved in and damaged that A-10. So at this point, not looking great, but also not really terrible. We do have some infantry in the forest. We're gonna just try to keep powering through and get these M48s, which are almost out of fuel, actually. That's kind of funny. But yeah, Sapri, Satchel charges need to get really close. Motostrelekis, on the other hand, they can definitely get some good shots off. Should have the firepower to destroy those M40. So they're doing pretty dang good. Going back to the left, we're trying to garrison these hangars with our Motostrelekis, with our Metis teams and Conquerors units. We have a nice recomposition over here, being absolutely everything, except for those Apaches back there. And in general, although it is kind of a standstill here, we're not losing it. This is definitely a tough place to fight, especially when they have all this artillery pummeling it. Kebabu on the left is really just fighting the rough side of the war. Definitely an area I wanna try out myself. Going back to the right side, we have some artillery pummeling the Gepards over there. We have a fresh convoy of Sapris and Motostrelekis on the right. Unfortunately, we're out of RPGs over there. But yeah, my SC-27s kinda didn't really do well this game. Very unfortunate. Now my 2 tanks here have been alive the entire game. They are fully fixed. They're slowly gonna be moving up to the right side. Try to do some damage against all these units. The command briefly moved out, but noticing that they're basically almost losing, he moved them back in. But yeah, this was a really successful push. We did learn a lot from this game, basically telling us to push hard here early. This sector is basically in your pockets if you play it right with some forward deploy recon or something like that. This definitely becomes a little bit of a meat grinder, and on the left, man. Left side gets rough. Okay. Left gets rough. Got about a minute left here. Loki helps out with an Mi-24. Definitely a huge help. And we're moving towards the Leopard 1A5 over here to deal the killing blow. And we got a beautiful Uragan rocket strike on the enemy blob. That is gorgeous. That makes me a happy person. Getting a beautiful RPG hit right there. And a second one to finish the trick. Here she goes. Oh, we actually got the Gepard. And we got some supplies. Oh man. I wish cluster already was actually useful. I would have loved to just cluster the forest instead of HEing. Oh yeah, really good match. I mean, I really enjoyed it. Didn't think I had the least losses in the entire game. Loki did the Lord's work here with the conquest points. Did really good with the kills there. Yeah, Kababo just took the pain, to be honest, on the left side. But yeah, that was a really good match, really fun map. Definitely has some really interesting places to fight at. The BMP3, like the 80 gem changes to the BMP3, I really enjoy it. I don't know, APC is a little bit more deadly now. NATO had really accurate, you know, TOW2s and stuff. Warsaw Pact arguably also had really good 80 gems, sure, but in the specific case of the BMP3, it kind of felt like a waste of money because of that low accuracy of, you know, 40%. Basically nothing. But yeah, this might have been a little bit too much, but we'll see how that gets balanced. But yeah, T80BV going for 2A3 kills, absolutely insane. Sniper team actually getting that arrow rifle. That didn't even see that. But yeah, BMP3 just a giga chat this game. Really fun match. I really hope you guys enjoyed that. The next one will be a live commentary, so I really do hope that you guys also enjoy watching that one. If you do enjoy these videos, please do like. You know, comment down below what you think of the new map. And do subscribe for more WARNO as well. With that said, I'll see you guys back in the next one. Take care.